Hello and welcome to the collapse experiment. So, what I have here, this is an old toolbox that my grandpa gave me. I believe it was a birthday present. Could have been Christmas, I don't know. But he made this himself. And I just came in possession of it again a couple weeks back, where it was in storage at another place. Didn't even know it was there. But I have had this well over 30 years. Solid wood, made by hand. You can see where it was nailed together. Now, I did try to separate these boards, but come to find out he had glued and hammered and nailed these pieces together, including the handle. Now the handle did have these screws in it, which I'm going to polish those and put them back on. But on this side, you can see where there's a nameplate that was engraved with my name on it. That's where the screw was. I started sanding it while it was in storage. Neighborhood cats. I hope I'm getting rid of the smell. So, anyways, like this side with the paint and stuff on it, this is the condition that it's currently in. This is after a little bit of sanding, but I'm going to sand it down some more, the whole thing. Like you can see where some of the old lacquer or whatever he used on it is still on this side. It's got that little sheen to it. But I'm going to sand it down. I don't know if I should restain it or not. I'm thinking I probably should. But no, I want this to have like another 30, 60 years. You don't see these toolboxes anymore, especially when they're handmade. So anyways, that's my project. Hello and welcome to the collapse experiment. Probably didn't even need to do that intro because this is what, segment 2 of the same video. This is the toolbox I was talking about before. This is what it looks like with the new finish. It's not done yet. I will probably be doing a second coat on this. Because there are parts of the wood, I don't know if you can see it, where this coating was definitely absorbed into the wood. Didn't really leave anything on the surface, which that is fine. So what I'm doing now is adding a couple of coats to the outside, the unfinished portions that have been sanded but not coated yet. So I did a similar project last year, a lot more intense, and it was the folding desk. Folding desk is an understatement. It was a typewriter desk, like an old professional 1930s. It was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Typewriter desk, and it was solid oak. It is solid oak, and the desktop typewriter would hide underneath the top. You would lift the top up of the desk to reveal the typewriter that was hidden underneath if you needed to use it. Otherwise, you had a nice, clear, open workstation without the typewriter. And it had all kinds of other really nifty, awesome features to it that they just don't do anymore because of computers, and people are stupid and they don't know how to maximize workspaces anymore. It's always how much can we charge for creating the cheapest shit possible? And keep in mind, this desk, when I got it, it was in rough shape. I really wish I had some, I'd have to look, have some pictures of what it looked like when I first got it, and now it's basically new. So now I've got this awesome desk that I picked up for $50, and when I've seen comparable ones that haven't been refurbished, they're just in semi-decent, grandma and grandpa kept it in their basement or in the study until they passed away. You'll find some of them online for like $2,000-$3,000. And like I said, they're not even refurbished. They're not fixed up. They haven't had the necessary repairs to make them even look like close to a new desk. So there are some people that would say that doing this devalues the item that you are fixing. I would argue that it extends the life of the thing that you are fixing. Like that desk, there are some people that would argue, and I've seen this with like gun people too, where some guy will polish up his gun and go to sell it, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell did you do? You destroyed the finish on it. Oh, I polished it up. You took a $6,000 gun and turned it into a $60 gun," and then they get a, I just wanted it to look nice. I am not necessarily a gun guy. I do own some firearms, but I am not the type to be picky enough to throw a tantrum if some guy wants to polish his gun. After all, it's his personal possession. If he's looking to sell it, clearly the guy should have done some research first. But I would think that if somebody was looking to buy something like this, they're looking to pick it up for like $5 because they're doing exactly what I'm doing to it now. And they want to save the money and turn it into something that nobody would pay that price for. And that's the reality with doing stuff like this. You do fix it up, and you'll see stuff like this online. It looks brand new, and they'll want like $50 to $100 for it. And in reality, the only people who want something like this are the ones that will pick it up at a garage sale or something for a couple of dollars, just so that they can do what I am doing now. Because it is rare to find somebody who's willing to spend that kind of money on something like this, regardless of the quality. So the great thing about that typewriter desk is that I basically gave it another, what is it? It's like 90 years old. I probably just gave it like another 90 years. As long as it's taken care of, it's not left in an abandoned house or something in the future. Nobody wants it. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's where the new coat is. That's the bottom, that's drying. That's the other side I just did. But I need to have a space for this to dry in the air. So I am going to just leave it here. that is it for this segment. And I am almost done with this toolbox. Although I am noticing that on the ends here that it's really absorbing a lot of that finish. But I do have to do the inside, the part that's really going to take the blunt of most of the damage from this being used. So if I don't coat that, I'm pretty much just screwing the rest of this. But I do have to say, this looks pretty darn good. Almost a little too nice for being a toolbox. All right, so we've got the finished product here. All sanded down, polyurethane, some stain, and it looks like a really nice old beat up toolbox. The only thing we have to do is put that plate back on, which I've got here, and there's a couple of bolts and washers. So let's get this done and see what happens. Now the actual bolt and washer, these did have some stain on them from the first time that this was done. But I went ahead and polished them up so that they had that new look to them. These are the originals that were on here, so just bringing it back to its former glory. And here we have the finished toolbox. Ever do any projects like these? Now it just needs some tools, maybe some screwdrivers. That's about it. Keep on typing.